What say we begin now? Swoosh. Gotta love to do a swoosh. What is up, everybody? Good evening. I am the Nerdy Ginger. Welcome back to Zelda Oracle of Ages. Working on rebuilding the world in Minecraft. We're still in this. We're still in the Skull Dungeon. Still got a good ways to go with it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll keep the render distance as is. So yeah, last time I streamed, we started working on the Skull Dungeon. I did a couple of rooms. Off stream. What's up, Yan? Hey, thanks for the first time view. Good to see you here. Why don't you give me a follow while you're here? That'd be nice. So yeah, working on Oracle of Ages stuff. I did a couple of rooms off stream. I can't remember which ones we started with last stream. But I think after stream I started working on some of these rooms over to the left. Stuff with a lot of lava with these rooms right here. I think are mainly what I worked on off stream. Just this kind of longer connected room with a bunch of lava and pots in it. I'm thinking up next, I'm going to start working on these rooms up through the middle, because then they'll kind of lead into this room that connects over here. Not that dungeon. I do not need to do that dungeon yet. So I think I'll kind of work my way through up into this little railway room. Because a lot of these rooms up here are pretty simple, minus messing with some of the walls. Hey, since the trampoline vids, man, that feels like so long ago, to be honest. Yeah, thanks again. I really appreciate you coming in on this. It's been fun to start streaming on this stuff again, just whenever I feel like it. Excuse me. Still getting over some lingering COVID symptoms, so excuse me if I have to clear my throat a couple times. So let's see. Yeah, we still got some Zelda music going in the background, because why not? Yeah, I think I like having this stream in the background. Where were we actually? I think we actually started. We actually left off around here with the. This Ganon battle theme. Figured this would be the easiest way to have something and going in the background. Minimal chance of getting copyrighted. Ah, crap! I forgot. I still have to put all the torches in. So you know, I'm just gonna do night vision for myself this whole time. Effect give at a night vision 5500 250 true. All right, so I'll put in the torches later. So we're gonna have a little bit of elevation in here. So I gotta start with the pots right here, which my pots are kind of weird. I kind of make them out of stairs. Unfortunately, I can't really make it so that like they would like all curve in on each other to like make it like individually, because then they just kind of. Like I could do this for one pot. Nope, even then. Yeah, it just doesn't like it. So it's kind of one continuous thing. It's not playable yet. It doesn't matter if it will ever be playable. I don't know if it'll ever be playable. That'll be a long time before there's any chance of that happening. For now, it's just the cool looking tour. All right. So we're gonna have some of this elevated stuff. Yeah, appreciate it with the songs. Although, unfortunately, when I uploaded this to YouTube, I did actually get copyright claimed on one song, specifically a song from Spirit Tracks. I don't know why. Apparently maybe that one has like a CD released somewhere that just happens to get picked up by the YouTube bots. So that video is not fully monetized, but who cares? It's not why I'm doing this. All right, so I'm gonna have to I'm probably just gonna get rid of like this entire wall. So let's start with. I'll just fill this whole thing. There will be a wall. There will be a wall in between. I might just build it around though, because I need to fill it out on this side too anyway. So I'm just gonna fill it completely to air at this point. And then this one pretty much, yeah, so then this will just go all the way to the edge. There'll be lots of counting in this stream. I always got to count in twos when I'm working on these indoor dungeons. Cuz then I'll have it slant up like this. Although, I'm suddenly realizing something. Am I using the wrong Have I been using the wrong texture this whole time? 1 second. Gray. That's weird. Okay, terracotta. Because I thought I retextured something. I know I went into Photoshop and I retextured. I should have retextured this block to look exactly like it is on here, and I'm only just now noticing that it's different. Maybe I didn't save it properly. I don't know. I'll just have to go back and do it sometime off stream. It's not super important. Because I want these textures to be exact. I want it to match. So let me do this. Gray, glazed terracotta. And then we want to surround this with gold blocks. Which this one actually matches up 1-to-1, which is nice. Although, this one does go... It does start to... If you notice, it does start to go into the wall a little bit, so I'll need to cut out... I'll need to cut out this side of the wall, too. And then refill it back in later. What is this song? This sounds like Breath of the Wild. No. Okay. Well, it's still it's orchestral, which is why it kind of reminded me of that. I might get Skyward Sword again at some. I'm thinking I never got Skyward Sword HD when it came out because I was pretty disappointed at the lack of changes. But I might get it because I'm seeing it for some relatively good prices online, at least used. So I might get it at some point because Skyward Sword is what actually got me into the Zelda series way back in the day. So this needs to be, double check I got this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, so this will go all the way to the edge. I'll need to get some more glazed terracotta in there. Whoops, too far. Because then that just stops at, okay, because then it just stops at the wall. So I'll fill this. Gray glazed terracotta. Then I'll pretty much have this come around. And then fill in the new wall here. That is green terracotta. Whoops, I need to go a little lower. 89. There's that. Cool. Alright, so that little piece is done, and then we can add some stairs to get on up there. Other gaming news, though. The Pokemon Presents came out today. More details on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which are looking better than they have any right to be after Sword and Shield, to be honest. Like, it's very interesting. Oh, I have my Twitch, got my Twitch link copy pasted and I was sharing it everywhere. Yeah, I've only watched the trailer like once. But it's definitely looking interesting. I didn't realize that the the legendary was basically going to be your HM slave the entire time. Just turns it into a motorcycle. I don't know, Yan, if you're interested in Pokemon, if you've seen the trailer that came out, but I'm digging what I'm seeing so far. They did reveal the new battle gimmick though, which on its surface just looks kind of lame. Just they become jewels. Like, apparently every Pokemon gets it, which is nice, so that means they will at least have, like, I guess every Pokemon will have something. Yeah. It definitely is looking substantially better. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was too crazy. Like, the terrestrial thing, I don't know how they pronounced it. I read it as terrestrial. I know they said it at some point in the trailer. I just didn't pay attention. Definitely excited for the open world aspects, though. So one thing I'm going to do right here is I'm going to fill in... This needs to be 4 blocks. So 2, 3, 4. I love the This is the Mulgara theme from Wind Waker. I always dug this theme. It's very groovy. But yeah, just hoping it's good. Hoping that there's at least some, like, some semblance of difficulty in the game. Might be too much to ask for, but who knows. I'm sure it'll be fun, and I'm sure it'll be fun anyway. Even though I only ever played through Sword and Shield once. I tried doing a Nuzlocke of it at some point and just never finished it. So I only have that one full playthrough under my belt. My favorite games though are like Black and White for sure. That was like the main one I was really part of the hype cycle for, was Black and White. Like I think I got in right as Diamond and Pearl were coming out, but I wasn't exactly hyped for it because I wasn't like into it at that point. But then after I gotten into it, when I was like 2010, I would have been like 11 at the time. Yeah. Those were good times. Those games are so fun. Fast paced, good story, best music in the franchise. Don't at me. Just can't be beat in my mind. At least not yet. We'll see about Scarlet and Violet though. Is this more Skyward Sword? No, it's Calamity Ganon. Goddamn. When it's Breath of the Wild, I think it's Skyward Sword. When it's Skyward Sword, I think it's Breath of the Wild. I just don't know my Zelda music apparently. No, one thing that I really wish that I could play though. I wish I could just play the rock songs that I've been listening to without getting copyrighted. Because one of my favorite bands of all time, Alter Bridge, released 2 new songs recently called Pawns and Kings came out a couple weeks ago. And then they released the actual radio single called Silver Tongue, which is pretty rockin'. And it's got a really cool animated music video that came out yesterday. Would absolutely recommend. I'm really looking forward to their new album. Alter Bridge probably was my favorite. They probably were my favorite band a couple years ago. Trivium's kind of since overtaken them. But I still have a huge soft spot for them. Definitely. When you're saying they're crazy, are you referring to Alter Bridge, or are you referring to like, or were you referring to the Pokemon stuff? I mean, either's fine, I guess. But yeah, I love them. Miles Kennedy, amazing singer. Mark Tremonti, amazing guitar player and singer too. Got his signature guitar behind me, actually. The cheaper version, but point still stands. This one just comes all the way down. One second. Does this wall actually come in? I might be slightly off because looking like this wall might actually come in by a block. I might not actually care though. Yeah, hell yeah. Glad you're digging those 2 new songs. If you're into Alter Bridge as well, what's like your favorite album from them? Because Fortress is might be still my favorite album of all time. That album is just so freaking good. This might be off by 1 block, but you know what? I don't really care. It's close enough. Yeah, Fortress is probably my favorite album from them. Cry of Achilles and Addicted to Pain are like my top 2 favorite songs from them. Spoilers, I did make a top 20 Alter Bridge songs video. Would recommend checking that out. That's on my YouTube channel. That one was really fun. Got copyright claimed on it though. As you do, fair use doesn't exist, because they can just get away with it. Not that I'm blaming the band here, that's just how the friggin' music industry works. And just anytime the song appears on the internet, they gotta claim it, they gotta take all the money from it, even though it's technically against the law. Because what am I gonna do, sue them? Not likely. I will say regarding regarding Alter Bridge again, because they had their Walk the Sky album come out a couple of years ago. It was probably still one of my favorite albums of that year, but I feel like it was definitely a step down, which might be an unpopular opinion compared to some people. Because from what I hear, a lot of people don't really like the Last Hero album, but I kind of love that album almost as much as I like Fortress. Like I was reading comments on some review video today. It's like, I don't like a single song off Last Hero. I'm like, what? The album is so good. That still houses like half of my top 20. It's ridiculous. You can show me a leader, writing on the wall. Fucking Crows on the Wire, the last track of The Last Hero, so freaking heavy with amazing solos in it. I love it. Wish more people dug it. Okay, so this one's a little weird. I would have had the stairs come out by one, but then it would overlap with the rails, so it didn't really work. I use these. Where'd it go? I just had it. The iron block, iron ore. For the little switch hook things, I use iron ore here. It's because it was purple in the first dungeon that these showed up in. At least the first one that I built. And it's got diamonds on it, so whatever. It's close enough. That's what you get for doing a texture pack. So, Ocarina of Time boss theme right here. That's a classic. I can't mistake that one. Unless it's some stupid remix somewhere. Don't be a remix. Don't be a remix. God damn it! It's Majora's Mask. I can never get it right. Why is it like almost the exact? Why is it almost like the exact same song with just a couple of different, probably just a couple of different instruments on it? You just gotta trick me like that. It's not fair. All right, let's do this long rail. I think that, yeah, that's it in this room. It's off. It's like off by one. This wall was supposed to be in a little bit more, but I don't really care. Literally nobody's gonna notice except me. So with this one, we're gonna have to build out. We're gonna have to build out these walls. Let's see. So this need to go up 1, 2, 3, and then cut over. That's 1, 2. I'm going cross-eyed trying to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Then it comes in. And this should just go to the wall, but I'll count it just to double check. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So let's do this. I'll probably just fill this whole thing and then cut it out. I'm also gonna copy paste this. Blip, 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 blip. Because I'll be filling in the rest of these walls. So then the next wall will basically line up with here. We'll get 2 blocks of space. So then I can just go fill this and this. There we go. Similar on this side. I do not know what game this song is from. I mean, it's a remix of the original Zelda theme. But what game does it come from? Spirit tracks before the final battle. Oh, well, there's my copyright claim again, probably. We'll see. Majora's the best Zelda game, IMO. You're gonna be angry. Majora is probably one of my least favorites. Or at the very least, it's the one I've played the least. Like, it was one of the very last... Like, it was one of the very last ones I played for one. And by then, I had already had the whole game spoiled for me from watching, like, years worth of top 10 videos and all that. So I wasn't, like, interested in, like, doing all the side quest stuff. So, like... I don't know. In Zelda games, I don't really do the side quests. I mostly just like exploring the overworld and dungeons, especially. I mean, Majora has good dungeons, but I just haven't been motivated to do a second playthrough of it ever since I beat it on 3DS. If I did it again, it would probably be a 3 heart run though. I've been getting into doing that with Zelda games, is doing those three heart runs. Where you just don't pick up any heart containers. And honestly, for a lot of games, it doesn't even make it that much harder. I've pretty much done it for a lot of the easier Zelda games. Like I've done it for Twilight Princess. I've done it for Wind Waker as well. Did it for Spirit Tracks, for Phantom Hourglass as well. So I think I've done one for Ocarina of Time. I would have to double check my file on that, but I'm pretty sure I have. But yeah, a 3 heart run of Majora's Mask kind of just beats it, defeats the purpose almost, because you're not doing any side quests. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of hard to say my favorite Zelda game. I feel like nowadays I might just say the Oracle games, to be honest. Like, they're pure. I just like I love the dungeons in them. I feel like it's hard to say where Breath of the Wild ranks, just because it's such a good game, but it just feels so different. Link Between Worlds is up there as well, because I think with that one, I like to say it's just all the fun of Zelda without the fluff, because there's just like no filler. There's like no filler in that game. The only real problem is that with it being so non-linear, the difficulty curve is pretty flat. So like most of like the second half of the game, the dungeons are about all as difficult as each other. At once upon a time, it was also Skyward Sword. Just because it was the one that got me in, but I very clearly recognize the flaws that it has now. Minish Cap's probably on the lower end of middle of the road. There's another one that's just kind of easy. But like, it's fine. I think it's something that I wish it was kind of more. I'm also kind of down on Wind Waker too, to be honest. That was another one that I've done a 3 heart run where it's like, again, it's like the same problem where it's too easy. And that, I think that's one of the reasons why I don't do side quests in Zelda games, was because I played them so much and they became so easy that's like, I don't want to make the game easier for myself. Like, that just makes me lose the fun. So I like never did any exploring in Wind Waker, even on my first playthrough. So enough of being down. I guess I would say that the upper echelon of Zelda games for me would probably be Oracle games, Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword, Link Between Worlds. Those would probably be up there in my... Oh yeah, and Breath of the Wild. However many games that was, that's like a summary of like my top 5 in no particular order. Those are the first ones that would come to mind as like my top. Well, there we go. That's another room. This feels like every Zelda dungeon, or every Zelda game. I actually like Zelda too, quite a bit actually. To be fair, I'd always play it with a decent amount of save states, but I actually I like how difficult it can be, and like the RPG aspects of it. Like, again, I would never actually play it in its original form with no save states, but I've probably played through it like 3 times, which Zelda 1 I only played through once, and I only finished Zelda 1 like a year or 2 ago on Switch, so that's probably actually the last Zelda game I played. Although I still haven't finished. Triforce Heroes. I only got that a couple years ago. I only got that like a year or two ago because none of my friends got it, and I'm trying to find some people on my Discord server to play it with. Or we started a playthrough of it, but just haven't finished it and kind of fell off. I want to re-engage that group because I want to be able to finish that game before the 3DS internet eventually dies. All right, I know this is Skyward Sword. Thank you. Zelda's theme romance. It's actually called romance. Nice. They just don't deny it. All right. How am I gonna build this little stop rail thing? So this will go over one more and then into the little detector rail. Obviously never played the Philips games, obviously. Let's get a minecart up in here. I won't make two of them. This one will just kind of sit here. All right, I've basically got one block of space to make this little rail. How do I want to do this? I'm thinking maybe one of these. Okay, so I could make it out of one of these walls, and then I could make like the traffic light out of concrete, basically. So it's gonna start as red, and I guess if this was playable, it would probably just change to green, or to the blue symbol on the top. But I'm gonna change it to. I'm gonna make this black concrete for now. Although I could use an item frame, actually. I wonder if that might look a little better. So like, my inventory is so full. So I could change this to black. Like if this was playable, I could change this one to black and then have that be blue. This one's gonna look a little weird, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine, to be honest. I had a feeling it was a desert theme. Gerudo Valley from Cadence of Hyrule. That's another one I haven't played. Should I play Cadence of Hyrule? I don't know if that's something that any of y'all should have played. What did I make? What did I use for this hole? I used this hole somewhere else. I think I just filled it with coal. So there's some coal blocks right here. God damn, Gerudo Valley is such a groovy song. Especially this version, dang. Can appreciate some good guitar playing too. Need some deep slate for this little thing. Then this is another one where it's kind of hard just based off of hard to make the right amount of space just because I'm working with blocks here. But I think when I did this before, I just made it out of quartz slabs like this. These little trap things in the corner. That's groovy, my dude. And then that little block thing. That one's hard to make. I can't really do a four-sided block like that in Minecraft, so I just did this. Looks kind of dumb, but you know what? It's what I can do. And again, if it's something that needs to be changed, if this map were to ever be playable, I can just change it. I know it's a sick remix. I lost where I was. Where am I? Over here. Over here. So let me just stick that block right here. Doop. Then the wall is going to come in. That just goes all the way to the edge, right? Yep, so I can just do that. And yes, still got that copy pasted. Sick. And lastly, I think I just got some little cracks in the floor, which I think I'll kind of just do. Burn, burn, burn. Skyward Sword Sky theme. Ba-ba, ba-da-da-da-da. Well, that's another room done. Quick and easy. I suppose I could work my way down. But all the easy rooms are up here. I want to make lots of progress. I can do this one next because this one will be easy. So let's just bust on through into the next room. I do get nostalgic for Skyward Sword, though. I think the whole reason I bought that initially was I didn't really know a whole lot about Zelda at the time. Although, actually, at the time I got Skyward Sword, I had at least touched, I think, 3 Zelda games. I had played through, but I had never beaten one at the time. I had played Phantom Hourglass was my first one. That's what I got. I got the limited edition Nintendo DS for that one that came out. I had Ocarina of Time on an actual N64 that I found in a garage sale for like $6. Like, excuse me. Sorry for drinking the soda. But yeah, so that's like a whole thing that in a garage sale found a mint condition Nintendo 64 with Ocarina of Time and 2 controllers for $6, and it worked perfectly. And then I ended up selling it a couple years later because I'm an idiot. But I never beat it on the N64. I think I remember getting stuck on Jabu Jabu's belly. And then I had also played some of Spirit Tracks. But basically, I had never actually gotten hooked on Zelda until Skyward Sword came out. In which case, I fell head over heels for it at the time. I would definitely be a diehard at the time, but it's been so long since I replayed it, and some of the flaws that almost everyone brings up are what keeps me from replaying it sometimes. With it being so linear, especially in the slow text speed. Of course, the actual dungeons are great though. So I'm playing through Metroid Dread on hard mode right now, so maybe after that I might do a 3-heart run of Link's Awakening, and then maybe I'll consider getting Skyward Sword at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I thought I did it just a little bit too much. Yeah, I don't remember there being so many drums in this soundtrack, or did I just never get that far before? Ah, crap. Is this like the... I'm guessing this one's from Four Swords Adventures. That's another one I haven't played. Oh, it's a color dungeon. I don't know. Okay, it sounded like Link to the Past, kind of. $6 for N64 is interesting. I mean, it's $250. I mean, it was years ago. Because like I said, I got Skyward... Because this was before I played Skyward Sword, which I got in like early 2012. So I would have been just under 13 when I played that. So I probably got that N64 when I was like 10 or something like that. So like 2009, 2010, around there, I'm guessing. But again, it was also a neighborhood garage sale where I was just like biking around. Like a lot, like my hometown neighborhood would do that a lot, where just like every year we would just, the whole neighborhood would have garage sales set up, and I just got a lucky find. I remember riding around on my bike around the neighborhood, and just like riding around on my bike around the neighborhood, didn't have my money on me, and I just remember seeing that. I'm like, I need to go get money now. Just biked back home as quick as I could, because at the time, what I wanted that for, I was obsessed with the N64 Mario parties, even though I never had them, but I wanted them so bad at the time. So that's what I ended up getting them for. This is before I had my own disposable income, so I was always trying to get them off of eBay or something. And I didn't know how to do auctions right. I would always lose the auctions. I guess this is just before any retro game craze, I guess. So I was able to get it at a decent price. Well, again, it's a garage sale, so it doesn't really apply, I guess. Boop, boop, boop. Well, there's that whole room. Ta-da. So with this one, we're going to start lining up with this next room. We're going to start lining up with some of the stairs that lead into the bottom floor that I haven't started yet. Wonder if it'll actually line up correctly. I think I'm going to get these top rooms first, though. Maybe if I can get all the way through here, that might be a good stopping point. How long have I been going? 40 minutes? I got some time. So I think up next, I will work on this room here. I'll pretty much try to finish these top ones, and then probably take a break after that. I want to play a little Metroid Dread tonight, because I didn't really get much of a chance to do it yesterday. Metroid Dread is such a good game, dude. Metroid Dread is just, it's so fun. It just feels so good to play. It's just like very fast paced in your movement, but you still got like the exploration mixed with the good combat. It's like all of my favorite things in a game, along with it being decently difficult. So I actually want to do the side quests. Looks like I did a little too much here. You got Link's Awakening music playing right now. I played it on the Switch one time. I didn't play it on normal mode. I played it on hero mode right from the start, and I think I died like 60 times. Most of it towards the beginning of the game. I say this because I'm considering doing a 3-heart run of it, and I have to debate whether I want to do a 3-heart run on hero mode or on normal mode, because I am almost wondering if just doing a 3-heart run on normal mode would actually just be easier than hero mode, because I'm not taking the double damage. Also, I don't think you get hearts on the ground in hero mode, which is another thing that made it more difficult. I don't know. I guess I can always do one and then do the other version of it later. Just opens up time for more playthroughs. Just hope that they do it. Just hope they remake the Oracle games at some point too. Outset Island. See, I know some of these. Some of these songs are very recognizable that I can't mistake them with anything else. Wind Waker does, even though it's not one of my favorites, it does give me a good summer feeling, because I'm sure I bought it around the summertime when it came out. Not when it came out, because this would have been well after Skyward Sword, but I got into it and I started buying all the rest of the Zelda games online. God, just think, whenever I bought Wind Waker at the time, that would have actually been like a decent price. Like, I don't know how much I got it for, but I probably got it somewhere between like $20 and $40, so like normal price, whereas basically every GameCube game now is like $80+ God, I remember Fire Emblem as well. I would try to get the GameCube and Wii titles for them, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Those were like $60-80 at the time on eBay. And now it's even worse, where it's shocking if they don't break $100. It's ridiculous. Like, there's no reason not to emulate things anymore, because you can't get used games for a good price anymore. Not retro games anyway. God, the fact that GameCube is considered retro now, that's what I grew up with. Whoops. That was supposed to be air. GameCube wasn't my first system. The Super Nintendo actually was. That's something that my parents had pretty much right when I was born. So my first game was Super Mario All-Stars. But then they eventually sold it when we got a GameCube in 2005, thinking we'll never play that again. Look at me now, rebuilding a retro game. How could they do that to me? Worst parents ever. Just kidding, Mom and Dad, I love you. I'm just salty about the game system that you sold. Alright. I think that's already it for this room. Minecart. Oh, already have one. Boop. Left is best. Okay, this room's actually super small. I'll just have to cut off the wall a little bit. Lawn. Romani Ranch. No! I had a feeling. I didn't realize how many songs are basically repurposed or remixed from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Just didn't really notice it. It does sound a little different, obviously. Boop, 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 boop. So relaxing. I guess the next room is actually going to be pretty complicated. Lots of lava. I'll probably fill most of it with lava by default, and then... maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so there's all of that. I could probably clone that... I can be lazy and just clone that last traffic light that I saw, wherever it was. The traffic light. Flash clone, tab. Whoops. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Alright. Item frame. Give me an item frame, please. Item frame. I want the item frame. I don't want to look for it again. Come on. Item frame. Here we go. Actually, I don't even know if item frames clone properly. Get so nostalgic for Ocarina of Time, yeah. That came out 1 year before I was born. Yeah, I was born in 99, and that came out in 98. Oh, well. Yeah, that didn't help at all. That was a complete waste of time to try to clone that. I don't know what song this is, but I know it's one of the Wind Waker Sage themes. Item frame. Boop. Boop. Then there's a little key block thing. What did I make that out of? Did I just make that out of lapis? I probably just made it out of lapis. Medley's Awakening. Why did this almost sounds like Spirit Tracks to me? I don't know why. I mean, I know it's like similar style, but I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I guess I just did lapis because I'm lazy. That's fine. Mercantile. Don't know what that means. As I suddenly go into a shitty French accent. I apologize for that. key block goes here. Doo-doo-ding, doo-doo-ding. Song of Storms, right? Yeah. The Ocarina of Time songs, though, they do it. It's like the ones that you just hear in like it's just the Zelda songs you hear all the time in like every Zelda related video ever. I'm gonna expand this a little bit since technically this area is supposed to be blocked off. Huh. Also, I can't really use the item frames for this because it's just gonna get blocked. Oh well. Well, creative liberties, I guess. The weirdness of working with blocks. I wouldn't call Song of Storms a banger. I feel like people just call every good song a banger. Doesn't really make sense. I say this as a metalhead, so the word bang has a very particular meaning. It's gotta be headbangy. Or at least danceable. Street Pass battle. Remix of the Zelda 2 dungeon theme, though. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Here's a generational banger, actually, because of the Super Smash Brothers version of it, specifically. Like you can't deny this one. You think of you probably think of Super Smash Brothers before you think of Zelda 2 when you hear this song. Because that remix was just so iconic. Okay, this is gonna be a little weird to get turned around properly. Okay. God, my back is killing me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. 5, 6. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going cross-eyed again. 6, 7. You know, it might be easier to count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fuck, I was supposed to be by 2. God, I'm losing it, dude. I'm losing it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it curves around after that. Okay, so it curves around like this. Then we come all the way around basically until it lines up with the door. It curves on the door. I think that's right. I think that's how I'm supposed to do it. I think this is how I'm supposed to... Oh, shit. There we go. I think that might be one too long. Yeah, because that needs to be lined up. Okay. So what I actually need to do is this. Here we go. Gosh, this is a puzzle in itself. God, try figuring out where these tracks are supposed to go. Why did I design it like this? Okay. So this is going to go all the way over. So it's lined up with here right now. So then it curves around and goes up all the way. Curves one way here. And then one block away, we finally have our detector rails. I want them to face the right way. There we go. So now I can just follow this back. Fuck. No, I'm off by 1 again. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is this literally 1 block too long? Ooh, this one's a banger too. 4, 5, 6. Because this whole thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shit. 10. Yeah, forgive me for this again. Okay. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I mean, yeah. So basically this just needs to curve a block earlier. And then I think we're good. I think that's right. So then this one would come up like this. And then I think we're fixed. I'm a genius. I probably didn't need to count all that out again. I probably could have just done it. But, you know, we're fine. We're fine. God. Going cross-eyed. Just going cross-eyed looking at this. Okay. That's still not quite it. We need this part. So let's, this one should line up like this. That's where this little block should be. Yeah. This one should be easier because this one's pretty straightforward. It'll just have this pit of lava it'll just have this pit of lava next to it. And then pretty much, yeah, it should just come all the way up. There we go. Easy peasy. I just make it more confusing by making this 2x2. It probably doesn't need to be, but too late for that. I wonder how many just remix of the Zelda 1 theme there is. Epilogue. Nice. Can't go wrong with the original Zelda theme, man. Alright. Let's get some blocks, and then let's get some lava in here. I'll make this nice and bright and pretty. Here we are. You'll just have this little platform where I think you're like shooting stuff, if I remember correctly. And then fill this lava. I'll copy paste lava, save me 4 extra keystrokes. And I don't even use it. I try to make things easier on myself and I just don't. Oh, this is supposed to be a corner. No, of course. Alright, screw it. Lava bucket. Now I recognize me some Girahim themes. As a Skyward Sword fan, I got to. Some Girahim themes. I don't remember this drummy bit. The second battle specifically, huh? So I guess that's when you're in the fire temple, or the temple of fire, or whatever it's called. One of the 10 million different fire temple names. fill this with green terracotta. And this with metal. It's probably faster for me to just do it. For that small one, it's probably faster for me to just do it with a lava bucket. For this larger one, it makes a lot more sense. Cool. So there's this mess. You're welcome. All right. Let's finish this off with a couple more rooms. So let's see. Need my little stairs for the pot in the corner. Come on, come on. There we go. I'm gonna have lots of lava. So we're gonna go down by 3. Then over by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe this is 3. So 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's that. So then the rest of this will be a wall. Tab, tab, oop, tab, tab, tab. Green, terracotta. So I'm gonna have 4 blocks of space here. No, wait, that's 3. Never mind. Yeah, I had a feeling that sounded a little too long. What the heck is this? There's got to be another Cadence of Hyrule song. Oh yeah, for sure. Lost Woods in combat. Interesting. I don't know if I'll ever play Cadence of Hyrule. It's definitely a different style game than what I normally play. I guess it's technically a rhythm game, but I actually don't know what you actually do in it. Boop, boop, boop. I'm too lazy to fill. Too lazy to type the fill command, so deep slate it is. All the way to the wall. And then we pretty much just finish off the minecart. Need the activator rail. Where'd the activator rail go? Or detector rail, not the activator rail. That's pretty much all there is here. This would be a key block here. In the actual game, if it's playable, I'd make it more clear that this is supposed to be actually something. I'm just gonna clear my inventory. I got too much crap in here. Too much crap that I don't need. Excuse me. For this, I'd want some sort of slab. I wonder if I can maybe I should retexture this. Although I can't remember if I've used these at all in a previous dungeon. I probably have. I feel like I'd want to go check, but I'm too lazy to. At some point, I feel like I'm just gonna go back and like not retexture a bunch of stuff, but God, I don't know what I want to use this out of. I would need to go back and check like what I'm doing and make it consistent. I probably used mossy cobblestone. That's probably what I did actually, now that I think about it. Oh no, Midna's Lament. This one's too good. You can't drop it on me like that. So this one kind of lines up in the middle. I mean, I know this one's constantly moving, but so we'll just kind of do it like that. I feel like Twilight Princess is one of the best soundtracks in the series. There's a lot of good songs I love from that, especially the Faron Woods theme. It's one of my favorites from Twilight Princess. That one's just like, it's so creepy yet serene at the same time. I feel like that's a very underrated track. I hope that's on here somewhere, on this top 100. All right, so that's that room. I'll pretty much do this last room and I'll probably call it. Maybe I'll just kind of do a flyby to see what we've done so far. We'll say I can't wait to get back out into the overworld. I definitely prefer doing the overworld stuff. I feel like it's because it's just like easy. It feels more like I'm actually getting more of the whole thing done, as opposed to when I'm doing. Like, what I don't like doing is the inside of houses in this game. I like doing the dungeons because just it's Zelda. Dungeons are freaking cool. But I don't really love doing the insides of houses because I always have to set up these stupid teleporters to get everything to work properly. It's just like, and they kind of look like blah, especially with the two thing scale. So I'd just rather do the overworld. It looks cooler. That's what people actually care about. They don't really care what some random NPC's house looks like. They just want to see the whole world recreated. But you gotta do the dungeons though. Those are like the landmarks. Let's get a redstone block and a lapis block in here. Probably could make this out of concrete, but again, if this ever becomes playable, that's when I'll make it actually consistent. Because otherwise, who cares? Although, actually, with this, you literally can't even see into these. It's like you'd have to jump and see them. So for this, let's make it emerald block. Kakariko. This is actually from Link Between Worlds, isn't it? Yeah. All right. I'm knowing my Zelda stuff. It just sounded like Link Between Worlds. Actually do fill tab. Finish this off in one fell swoop. Lava, replace gray, glaze, terracotta. Oh, come on. That was supposed to be perfect. Come on. There we go. And then I guess the room is just a little bit shorter, so just fill this in. Green, terracotta, and voila. Never mind. Voila. There we go. All right, so with that, we've gotten a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rooms done over the course of an hour and 10 minutes. Bruh, you did not just say that. I will fight you. I will ban you from my Twitch chat right now. You better give me a follow for that, dude. About to hit 10 followers. I need it. If you don't follow me, I'm banning you. JK, you're fine. Oracle of Ages is amazing, though. Don't at me. Don't try that crap again, dude. So yeah. We're trucking through the Skull Dungeon. We've pretty much got these rooms on the right over here. And then the entire bottom floor. Which the bottom floor... It's got some complex rooms, but then two that are just one color, so that'll make it easy. Ban a third of your viewer base. Damn. Well, you got me there, dude. Anyway, I think I'm gonna sign off here. Thanks again for sticking around for the whole stream, my dude. As one other person comes in right at the end, you're gonna have to. Whoever just it's high amp. Oh, hey Zuhair, what's up? That's who it is. All right. Well, I'm a dip. See you dudes later. Whenever I decide to stream, maybe sometime this weekend.